Hey guys, this is James with the Rambling Dasher, and we are doing a new episode of Dashing in the Dark. Um, First of all, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate anybody who watches these videos, and yeah, so we're gonna get out there and hustle around and try to see what we can get. It is already 8:45ish, and we are probably just going to go till roughly 10 o'clock tonight, maybe 10:30. We are already sitting at well, I can't tell you because I'm in the middle of a dash. I have accepted a order for X number of dollars, and I can't even tell you what it is. I think it was $10, but it's got a bit of a delivery distance to it. So I'm going to go pick this order up at Little Caesars and get it going, and then we'll be able to talk more about what we've done so far tonight and how close we are to getting our $100 for the night. In addition, we're on our path to get 100 accepted orders in the last 30 days because when we came back from vacation we had 0. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to go pick up this pizza and I will be right back. Alright, so we are back, picked up the pizza and we are headed out. It is looking like it is 12 minutes away and only 4 miles, so I don't know why it's going to take 12 minutes, but that's what it says. So we're going to make our way there and do the best we can. The Razorbacks were down 2-1 in the top of the 8th. Then somehow I kind of missed it because I got on a phone call, and but somehow we got 2 runs in the. I probably just ran a stop light instead of stopping and then turning. I should have just kind of coasted on through. But anyway, and my GPS is a little off here because I don't know where to turn. So somehow we got 2 runs and got up 3-2, I think it was. And then I just heard that we gave up a home run in the bottom of the 8th inning, that a one-run homer to tie the game at 3. So, and then we just they had another guy on first base, and then they just walked another guy to put a guy on first and second. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I don't know anything else. So we've got this order that's 3 minutes and 3 miles with 10 minutes to go. So I'm gonna listen in to the Razorback game, and we'll catch you up on the backside here in just a few minutes. All right. So we are now at the end of the 8th inning. LSU got us a 1-run homer to tie the game at 3-3, and they left 2 guys stranded there at the end, and our guy had a full count on that last batter. For the second batter in a row, he walked the one before, and then this one a full count, and he struck him out swinging with the 98 mile an hour pitch down the middle. So anyway, it's touch and go for the Razorbacks. It's crunch time for them. They came through in the top of the 8th, but then they gave up that home run. So it's kind of like, so they got to do it again here in the 9th inning, and then they got to have pitching to come through in the bottom of the 9th. So, or they just keep battling it out and hold them scoreless, and we got to score somewhere along the way. So fingers crossed we can knock it out and get it taken care of. So going into the 9th inning, and we still have 7 minutes to go on this delivery. So we'll catch you up when we get this one delivered. Alright guys, we are at $77.93, 5 hours exactly, 9 out of 10 accepts. This was $8.75 with a A 2-run single in the top of the 9th. All right, $5.75 base pay with a $3 tip. So, and we are out of the range, so we're gonna get back in range and see if we can shoot for 100 in the next hour. So here we go. So I'm gonna get back in the range. We're gonna listen to this Razorbacks and see if they can hold on to this 2-run lead here in the top of the ninth, and we'll pick suey. Alright, we are still headed back into town, sitting at 77.93. We need about $23 to hit our $100 mark tonight, and we just got a $9 order. That's freaking 8.3 miles, so I'm gonna accept it. Part of it is I'm a little ways away from this place right now, and I see that we're dashing in the dark, so there's our little light. Yeah, it's way, I'm on one side of the freeway, it's a ways on the other side of the freeway, so we'll get over there, pick that up, get it delivered. And that will bring us up to about 86, almost $87. So, unless we can get some extra tip out of these people, I kind of doubt it. I mean, that is a pretty good order for this particular restaurant, I think. $9. So, but don't count people out. I never expected to get an $18 cash tip the other night. So, but yeah, that would be awesome if we could figure out how to get that 23 extra dollars to hit 100 tonight, and we got about another hour to go. So it's possible, but this order here is going to take a little bit, probably at least 15, maybe 20 minutes to get delivered and possibly get back into town. So, all right, I'm going to pause this, listen back to the game. Arkansas is going into the bottom of the ninth with a 5-3 lead. We had a guy that got over to third on some errors by LSU with 2 outs, and our batter just couldn't get that dude home and struck out to end the inning. So, but we got the 2 runs. I think we got 2 runs in the top of the 8th, 2 runs in the top of the 9th, and we got a 2-run lead, 5-3, going into the final inning, and hopefully we can hold off LSU's batters 1 inning. So we'll find out in a few minutes. All right, so we have picked this order up. We are 6 miles away for 10 minutes. That's a pretty good long delivery on this particular order, so that kind of sucks, and it's definitely going to places that I don't want to be going this late at night, so away from my delivery zone. So and the Razorbacks are trying to hold on. I don't know what they're doing, but it seems like they've given up. I don't know how many outs there are, but there are 2 guys on base for LSU, and they have their cleanup hitter at bat for the winning run is at the plate. So that's not a good sign, but you still gotta make the play. So more to come. I will catch up in a minute. All right, guys, disappointment on the Razorback baseball, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, they get a 2-run double to tie the game up, and they got a guy on second base right now. The game-winning winner is on second base right now, bottom of the 9th, and we're switching out our pitcher, so hopefully we can come out and get this 1 out and take it to the 10th and see what happens. More to come. Well, I guess that's one way to go. Razorback give it up in the bottom of the 9th, give up the 3rd run on a I don't know what it was, a base hit. Seems like they said it hit. defender's glove, and he just didn't catch it for the last out, and it hit the ground, and the dude runs home from second, and the game is over. So, another tough loss for the Razorbacks baseball team, and no real sports until football season starts in the fall. So, yeah, we'll pick Suey. They had a chance. They had a couple of chances. In the end, a couple of bad plays on defense is what cost them. They had a double play ball, and the dude threw him out at third instead of going to, what in the world? Sorry. They're taking me down some weird paths here. So they had a double play ball in the bottom of the ninth that would have ended the game with a 5-3 lead, and our infielder threw it to get the forced out at third instead of going for the double play to second and first, and which would have ended the game. Instead, we got one out, and then the next dude up drove. Oh, I missed my turn. Sorry. And I got a car behind me. I can't really turn around. This road is not very wide. And there's no places to turn around. There's a church somehow driveway, maybe? It's not a... I don't know if this is even a driveway. But, there, I was dashing in the dark again. You win some, you lose some. You play against good teams, you make mistakes, and sometimes it'll come back to bite you. So, it was going to be an uphill battle to win that game and the next game, but we were going to try. So, lost it in the bottom of the ninth, and yep. So, all right. So that's the end of the baseball games. I don't have to listen to those anymore. We can focus on DoorDashing. So let's see where we are. I guess there's just one house there with a circle drive, but it's full of cars. So we are going to park right out here in front of all these mailboxes and go deliver it. All right. So I'm going to pause this and we will be right back. Alright, that puts us at $86.93. We need about $14. That was $3.50 DoorDash, $5.50 tip. So thank you very much for that. I'm gonna send them a quick message because I haven't get it. I just sent him a message saying there's a frog eyeing your food. So, alright. So we're going to pause that. Well, we are already paused because I don't want to DoorDash over in this area. I don't know if I can back up right there or not. What I'm wondering is, does this car have reverse lights? Because I can't see squat back there, and I can't tell. I'm about to hit some mailboxes. I think I'm just going to drive forward and turn around because I can't see where their driveway is. Alright, we got turned around. Alright, so another episode of Dashing in the Dark. I know this has been kind of a short and sweet version because I've been listening to the game, and putting the video on pause, and we've only got 14, maybe 15 minutes in on this video. So an interesting night. And I just hit mute on the mic. It's hard not to hit that on there. So I'm gonna put the mic back up here. Try not to have an accident while I'm doing that. Alright, we're good to go. I need to plug this back into my phone charger. And it's hard to do when the phone is plugged into it, or the phone is in the mount. Okay. All right. So we should be good to go here. Okay. All right. There we go. Now to get back into town with a little bit of time left, maybe to get one more order. I don't know how much we're at right now. So we should be around, what did I say before? I've already forgotten what we should be at. About maybe about $13-14 away from our 100. It makes me very tempted to stay out a little bit later just to get over that hump of getting $100 on a weeknight. Because I've been dashing. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th night back from vacation, and I haven't got close to 100. Well, I might have got close the other night when I got that $18 tip. I can't remember. Maybe it put me around 90 bucks. So it would be really nice if in the next hour, I bet I can do it. I only need $14. I need 2 $7 orders, or I need one $14, $15 order, and we will hit 100 bucks. I haven't got any cash deliveries or any cash tips tonight. So those things really just come and go at random. Also kind of slowing me down, as I really probably need to get gas. Because I don't want to run out of gas. And I can't tell how much I have left. I don't know if this car tells me that ever. Has it ever said, hey, you only have 25 miles left? But I need to get gas. If nothing else, get gas and then go DoorDash a couple of times. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe hopefully get one decent order. Yeah, I'm still feeling bummed about the Razorbacks. That's a tough loss. Really good season for them. To lose in what I would deem the quarterfinals of the Final Four, or not the quarterfinals, but in the Final Four, because the two teams, one of these two teams was going to go to the final game. So it's just not going to be the Razorbacks. need to take this car in and have it checked out again, because whatever they did. So I did two things. I had them change the oil and I had them rotate the tires. And I don't know, this thing seems like it's making noise from the front tires right now, so I don't know if they're out of alignment, which I think probably, but they don't pull to one side or the other. So I don't know, it's just like, it's like sounds like a wobbling noise or something. But I don't know what it is. So I should probably take it in, have them check it out. Because the last thing I need is for this car to go bad. And then I wouldn't have a way to make extra money. And I would have to get a different car to go DoorDashing in, and I don't want to have to spend money to make money, which, you know, you spend money to make money, but I don't want to have to spend thousands of dollars to get a car and then have to DoorDash all year long just to pay for that car. I need this car to be in tip-top shape all year long. So we're gonna try to do the right thing and make sure that it stays in tip-top shape. It's about to have 150,000 miles on it, so I don't know how many miles we put on it. A few. We have put a few miles on it. So, another episode of Dashing in the Dark. We are doing our best to get out there, hit this number of $100 in a night. I think we're about at 86-ish right now. And we also have a goal of hitting 100 deliveries as fast as we can. And right now, I'm not sure where we're sitting at, but we're probably getting close to maybe 60, maybe, I don't know if we're getting close to 60. We might be getting close to 60. We've had 10-ish or so deliveries tonight, and $90-something, so that's not a bad deal. If we have had 10 deliveries for $90-something, that means about a $9 average. We haven't had that in a good while, because we've had some iffy orders tonight, but we've fought through and got some decent orders. I had one person give me a $2 tip after the delivery, so or an additional tip on top of their tip, so that was nice. Every time you get that, that just increases your, you know, your average. So alright, where is this road? Oh, hang on. That thing sneaks up on you right there. Hopefully I don't make a sharp turn and rush all the fuel out of out of the little intake in there. I don't know how much gas we got left in this tank, but it is definitely on E now. It's down past E. So we'll see if we can make it to the gas station. Alright, well, I'm gonna run into this gas station and pump this fuel, pay for it and all that stuff, and we will be right back. Alright guys, we are back. We're trying to get, there we go, got my light working. Sitting at 86.93 on the night. And let me reset my gas. 519 miles on that tank is pretty good for this little car. So I've turned the dash back on. I turned the pause off, and we're just outside of town here. So we'll see what kind of orders we get in the next couple minutes. Probably just do one more order. I don't know. I really do want to get the $14, but I'm also on this deal where we're trying to collect every single dash that we can get. So it'd be nice if I could get a $14 delivery right here, and there it is. Frickin' frack. 5.2 miles, $2 guarantee with a cash. I think it's a cash. I can't read it because collect cash. So I'm gonna accept it and take my chances and see what happens. So no guarantees, but with that $2, it won't show that you're gonna get the stuff. And where are we going? I think we're going to Pizza Hut, maybe. So not exactly the one that I wanted to see, but maybe we'll get a decent tip. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get a decent tip. So 1 minute to pick the pizza up. So I'm gonna pause this and we'll get that pizza, and then we'll jump back on and see how this thing finishes out. So catch you in a minute. Alright guys, we are back. Rambling Dasher with Dashing After Dark. Dashing in the Dark, sorry. We have our pizza and wings from Pizza Hut in the back of the car. Got them loaded up in the pizza bag. And we got 3 miles to go in 6 minutes. So we'll see if we can't knock that out. For a $2 guaranteed delivery on a cash pickup. I don't know how much money we're supposed to collect. $27.99. So if they give me a $30 bill, I will get $2 tip. So seems about par for me on cash deliveries as of the last couple of weeks. Oh, they got a big for sale sign on this empty lot over here. Because they were gonna build a big old thing there for the city to try to make money on, but the voters didn't pass it, and now the lot's for sale. So anyway, I think it's kind of interesting that the city of Bryant, during the month of May, well, they had a special election, which it's never good to have a special election because you never have voter turnout, number one. Oh, I got a response from my person that simply says bet. That's one of my favorite responses that I can get from anybody is just bet. So I'll see if I can't come up with some under the age of 14 return slang lingo to reply to him with, like lit or something like that. So anyway, so the city of Bryant in Arkansas tried to tell all the people that, hey, so like a year or two ago, they tried to pass this big initiative to use A&P money to build all these buildings for the community, right? To have, and it was going to be awesome because it was going to build state-of-the-art soccer fields, and we have a huge soccer club in our city, and they rent the fields. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 big fields. Now they use it and they paint it for smaller fields on the big fields, but 4 big fields. And they did recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, get lights on all 4 fields, whereas there was just lights on 2 fields. So they couldn't practice very late on the other 2 big fields, so everybody had to leave when it got dark. So anyway, and so the city owns this other huge wooded area that's attached to that soccer field. So they were going to build more soccer fields, trails. They were going to build, and it was a grand scheme for the Parks and Rec to build more and more stuff. So like pickleball and tennis centers, and indoor and outdoor tennis. I don't know what all. Just a bunch more city parks. City park associated that was going to be attached to the soccer fields, with a dog park and trails that go into this little water creek system. So that was going to be kind of nice, and just other aspects of the Parks and Rec. So the city turned that down. The voters turned it down, right? And so this year the city was like, hey, how can we come up with a way that we can generate revenue not from the voters, right? Because the only way they can get new revenue now is if the voters approve it, and they can't get the voters to approve it. It's just a common thing nowadays, right? Especially because we do live in a fairly conservative area within Arkansas. I mean, you can take the surrounding layer around the biggest city in the state, Little Rock, and all of it, all the way around Little Rock, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it is relatively conservative all the way around all the smaller towns on the outside of Little Rock, right? So, and they're fed up with taxes. And because, especially with, I don't hope this gate is open. I'm screwed if it's not. And I am screwed. Alright. I am having to turn around. So it's my only choice. So I will let the customer know that. Sorry, the gate is closed. Coming around the front way. The gate is closed, coming around. Alright. So anyway, so they devised this scheme, and I guess that it's been done in other municipalities. I think our city is maybe 20,000 people. So they live in other places that are bigger and smaller, and someone did a study in the state of Arkansas, some Walton Foundation or something, and said this would be a good place to have an entertainment type venue that's smaller, like 2,000 to 5,000 seat venue for musical or plays or other kinds of productions, or they could rent the facility out for other things for local people, whatever. I don't know what all that. So it was very it was almost like a grab bag as to what all you could use that thing for, right? So that's kind of, you went the wrong way, no kidding. You came by the waterfall, you go left, I mean right. So anyway, they developed this whole plan to say, hey, we'll build this entertainment venue and we'll go in and we'll get the city to pay for it with tax dollars. But the crazy thing there, they were trying to sell it as, hey, there's no new tax. We're just going to take this one tax that's set to expire in about 3 years, and we're going to take the revenue from that and extend it for an unforeseen amount of time and use the revenue from that to fund this entertainment center, the building of it, and then whatever the entertainment center is, revenue from that is going to go to the city so the city can do with it what they choose to do with it, right? But it's supposed to be used for Parks and Rec. So anyway, so the voters were like, no, we're not going to fall for that. So anyway, so they turned it all down. So the city had this whole big thing to go in with the Chamber of Commerce, and the Chamber of Commerce was going to get a portion at like 1/3 of the revenue, but the Chamber of Commerce was going to manage the whole thing. So they were going to hire the staff, do all that stuff, so the city wouldn't have to be out of funding for the staff and everything, because the chamber was going to do that. And then so the chamber was going to use their proceeds to pay for the funding of the of their employees that they hired to go and run this whole thing, and then whatever revenue there was going to go back to the city. But anyway, and well, 1/3 of the revenue went to, or 30% of the revenue went to the chamber, 70% of the revenue went to this city. And I don't know if it was like they were going to split the cost of the staff, or I just don't know. But anyway, it didn't pass, and I was somewhat skeptical that it would pass. It seemed like an interesting concept, but the city, number one, they just, anytime a municipality tries to do things in a special election, it's like a gamble, right? It's like, okay, our gamble is we hope we can get enough people to vote for it as opposed to vote against it, right? And with low voter turnout, then maybe we can actually beat it. If they would have brought it to the general election, most likely it would have just got voted down, because people could see right through them saying it's not a new tax, it's an existing tax. We're just going to extend it for years and years and years to be able to pay for this thing. So I don't know. I think that the sentiment right now is going to be tough to get new revenue in any municipality. I hate this. I don't know, and I can't see addresses or anything, but this has got to be this house right here. Okay, that looks like it. I don't know if I can get through here. They are having a huge gathering, probably of teenagers. Okay, got it. Boom. Oh, the other gate closes at 6 or 7. And they owe me $27.99. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright guys, he gave me $36 out of 28 that was required, so that was a decent tip there. And I just got another one that's $5.75. Oh, to go a long way. So it is what it is. I'm going to take it, and that will be my last order of the day. Oh, I missed it. I missed that order. Oh well, this says it was reassigned because I took too long to answer them. So that's alright. So I need to go into my budgeting app and add this $36 to it real quick. So just bear with me. This is how long it takes. So I use Quicken, a app called Simplify, to manage all of my budgets and everything. Click in there, you use my fingerprint as the password. I go to the transactions, I click the plus button to add a new one. The payee, I just label all the cash from DoorDash as a payee. Save that. They gave me $36 in my cash account, and the category is income dash DoorDash. So oops, DoorDash, $36, and ding, and create. So now I added money to my cash bucket, and here's another Pizza Hut order that is $6. Collect cash from the customer. So it's the same order, but this time it jumped it up to $6 and I collect cash. So I'm gonna start that order and start heading that way. And oh wow, it's 10:30 already. Da, 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 da. Alright, let me see where I gotta go. light out. All right, last order. It is a hot, sticky night, I promise you that. This June is looking like August already, and I just gotta what did I get? I got a thing on my phone, a notification earlier saying the next 5 days is gonna be even warmer. So I'm like, what is going on here? So here's hoping I can get out to that Pizza Hut out there before they close. I don't know. Surely they stay open till at least 11. So it says it's going to take me 9 minutes to get there. So hopefully, well, I can only imagine. It's a $6 DoorDash base pay with cash. So it's going to be a long drive for $6 base pay, I promise you. And I mean, it's taken me 8 minutes just to get there. I wish it was only going to be, you know, like 2 or 3 minutes once I get there, but my guess is it's going to be another 10 or 20 minutes after I pick up the pizza. But I don't know this for 100% certainty. I can't see what's on my phone, but I will say that it looks like I'm at $88.93, and I just got a tip of a few dollars. So hold on a second. All right, so that was the customer calling me. Seemingly maybe his first DoorDash order, I'm not sure. He was somewhat confused as to the process, but he was like just calling me for no reason, evidently. I don't know. But he was like, yeah, when you pick up the pizza, just call me. And I was like, okay. Do you want me to meet you somewhere, or you just want me to bring it to your house? He was like, yeah, I'll just be waiting for my pizza at my house. I was like, alrighty then. So anyway, I told him I can't see the address until after I pick up the order. And if I run into any problems like with GPS, I'll give him a holler and go from there. So I don't know. I hope that I can get to his house, and with all of that he leaves me a huge tip on top of all the phone conversations and the long delivery. So anyway, these are the things that happen in dashing in the dark. So I kind of like this view with this light coming up from the bottom like that. Is kind of interesting. So I told my kid that I would be home around 10:30 to call me back, and we would talk about this channel or this new TV show or YouTube show or whatever that we're going to put on together. It's going to be like a little talk show, like Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show or something like that. But we might have things like we might have Saturday Night Live, the news, like that. We might have other little tidbits of things that we're going to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that with him and spending that time with him. So we're kind of going back and forth trying to figure out how we're going to do it. He's got some software that he thinks he can do it all on, that we can use the software to stream it and to do all the transitions between segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4, and then build in graphics to show on the screen at the same time, or like if I'm doing a news story, then we can have a picture set up behind me, or to the side or face or something, maybe in the middle, I don't know. But anyway, so something like that, something that we can play around with, have fun. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't know. For me, it's a way that I get to spend time with him and do something, and maybe turn it into something that he really enjoys, that he wants to look at for a future career. So he's going into the 10th grade this year, and trying to just develop interest, right? So there's lots of, you know how you are when you're 15 years old and everybody's telling you different things, and I just want to give him an opportunity to be able to do something like this, to produce something that's something different than just playing video games, or to be able to see kind of what is it going to take to put something like this together. You know, I don't know. And plus, for me, it's something that I kind of want to do, just to play around and see if I can do it. The hard part is I have a full-time job. I'm DoorDashing. I'm doing these videos, and then we're going to throw on that on top of that. So I'm sure time constraints are going to be a pain in the rear. But it's also just, you know, fun things that we do to keep ourselves occupied, right? All right, I'm at this Pizza Hut. I'm gonna run in there and pick up this order. Hopefully they have it ready, because it was a long ways for me to get here. And I'll catch you on the other side. All right, so that Pizza Hut probably closed down at 10 or 10:30, and they've been waiting on somebody to come and get it. So evidently the story is some driver accepted the order and never came, and finally it got unassigned, and then it got assigned to me. Well, most likely because it was a freaking cash order, and there's probably not a lot of people who have cash order turned on in DoorDash, and I happen to be one of them. I was all the way, I don't know, however far away I was, and come on, dude. Oh, you idiot. Alright. Alright, sorry. I can't see anything, and these people pull way on out there. And I try to flash my lights to say, go ahead and go. But no, I had to go up there and make like a 120-degree turn instead of just a 90-degree turn, because they're pulled out into the intersection and they won't go. Alright, so any which way, so I don't know what happened, but most likely another driver just wigged out. Said, no, I'm not driving out that far to pick up that pizza. So this is mine. It's only $18 and some change. It's probably some kid who can't afford to be buying pizza on delivery. Should have just came and got it. He's probably been waiting for an hour, and he's pissed, and he's definitely not going to leave a tip for anybody bringing him pizza. Especially if he has to pay $18 in cash. He might give me a 20, so I get $1 tip. Fortunately, I get $6 in base pay. Maybe he'll give me more, so then I'll have to eat some crow on this video, right? And I'm perfectly okay with doing that, because I've done it plenty of times. It's just, you kind of learn things, but then, you know, maybe you should keep your mouth shut. But I never do. Oh, but I need to get home. I still got about 25-30 minutes of walk time to do. I don't know exactly how much. I'm at 7,800 steps, so that's about 22, maybe a little bit over, maybe 20 minutes. So, but I'm going to be pushed for time to get it done when I do get home, because delivering this out here, even though it says only 3 more minutes to get home, it's going to take me 15-20 minutes to get home. So I'll still have plenty of time to do it. It's just I hate getting home and then having to run out and go walk immediately after I get there. Okay. It says 1.7 miles in 3 minutes, and that sounds sketch on these back roads. Alright. I don't know if that was some lightning I saw up there or what. What I can't comprehend, there is a huge New Life Baptist Church out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it is way out here. And there's nothing out here just other than this church and a big old, what used to be some cow pastures, and now they have a huge church. Somebody is making some money. That's all I know. Making some money. Making some money. So that's funny. I didn't get any cash orders all night long, and then the last 2 orders I take are I think they're both at Pizza Hut, different Pizza Huts, but they're both cash orders. And one of them left me $8-9 cash tip, so that was very nice of them. This order, yeah, with the cash tip and this order, I will be over $100. So this order is going to pay me at least $6. So I would have been at 90. Let's see, roughly 88 plus, let's say, I don't know what the heck I got paid on that last one. It was 36, but I don't know what the order was. So even if it was $8, so 88 plus 8 is 96, plus 6 is 102, and then whatever tip I get from these people. I don't know if I've been to this house or not. It looks very similar to I don't know. It seems like I may have been here before. Oh, there's people working on vehicles and shit out here. It's like a little regular junkyard. Alright. Let's send them a message saying I'm here. And hope I don't get ate up by any dogs. So it's 1868. Terry?
Yeah.
Dude. The joys of DoorDashing, right? You never know what's gonna happen. I apologize, well, and I didn't have anything to do with it. They just send me an order and I go take care of it, right? You need any change?
No, you can.
All right, dude. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
And I called it. I think it's still recording. Ah, there you go. So I did not stop that one. I called it. He gave me a $20 bill. So with that, we will mark this down as a complete delivery. confirm. And that put us at $94.93. With a $6 payout and about $1 tip. So I'm gonna go put that $20 in my cash bucket account, whatever that thing is called, Simplify. So just bear with me, and then we'll finish up our DoorDash in just a second. I probably want to get out of these people's driveway. DoorDash plus 20 account cash, and the category is income for DoorDash. And create. Alright, awesome. Okay, now how do I get out of here? I can't see stuff very good with this light on. I hope there's nothing behind me. Alright, so return to Dash, and it looks like we're up to 63 after today, so I'm gonna hit end now. Does it give me any end of the day? So 94.33 Dash summary. Total online time 6 hours and 47 minutes. Offers accepted 12 out of 14. So somehow I missed 2. It's frustrating in that regard, but I did. Earnings this week 202. My light went off. 202.43. So not too bad. Not too bad of a night to break out with a $100 night. I'm glad about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this this video. I appreciate you guys for tagging along, watching till the very end. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, we're looking for subscribers. I think we're sitting at 22, and we've been sitting at 22 for a long time. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and share this video wherever you find it. So that'd be freaking awesome if you did, just to get more people involved. So it's fun. Again, anybody have any questions about anything, just put it down in the comments, and I'll be happy to either talk about it in the next video, or I definitely reply to all the comments that I get so far. So anyway, everybody have a good night, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye bye.